Veganism is a scam. Yes, ladies and gents, it's taken me 4 years on YouTube to finally say it, but it is a scam. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at a young woman who has gone on a harrowing journey from being a big, dirty piece of shit vegan to someone who has their life together. Ladies and gentlemen, join me for a miraculous journey of self-discovery and happiness as we detail why veganism is full of shit. Her name is Shannon Michaela, and I recently did a video on one of her other videos about feminism, but today it's a little bit different because we're talking about something so divisive about what people put in their mouths and who's out there murdering animals that we just need to make a separate video about it. So, strap yourself in. Here is the story of Shannon Michaela.
Veganism is a scam. Hi, I'm Shannon and I'm a recovering vegan. 84% of vegetarians and vegans return to eating meat. Today I'm going to explain the typical life cycle of a vegan.
84%, that's a big number. But in reality, a lot of people change their diets. They realize that either they can't do it or they don't have the mental fortitude to continue with it. Think about this, if you've ever tried to lose weight, how many times have you chopped and changed diets? That's why I went on a keto diet, because I feel like it's the only thing I could stick to, and it was rather easy. Some people also realize that they've been dragged into a cult. Hello, veganism. And they realize it's a cult, they realize it's sort of a religion, you have to play by the rules or you're kicked out, and they go, hang on, what the fuck's going on here? I love meat. Meat's delicious, not to mention it's fucking good for you. But anyway, who gives a fuck about facts? Vegans rely solely on feelings.
Firstly, you'll come across some vegan propaganda where you'll be convinced to try vegetarianism, but then you learn about the dairy industry and chicken periods, so you give up those two.
I will say this though, some people say that I don't debunk veganism in these videos. I don't need to, it's been done. Grow up, you big sooks. Honestly, just eating eggs would be an amazing supplement for a vegan person. Eggs are so good for you, full of cholesterol, and I know people freak out about cholesterol. Listen, the studies have been done, the science is completely different, it's looked at completely differently. Dietary cholesterol doesn't really have the effect that we once thought it did on the cholesterol in your blood. So enjoy your eggs, it's great. In fact, cholesterol is the building blocks of fucking testosterone. You need it, gents. But no, chicken periods, oh, you fuck you. It's cult-like behavior. If you don't follow the rules, you're out. As for The Game Changers, this film that I know people personally who became vegans because of it. It details how bad meat is for you and how you can be an athlete on a vegan diet and be so much better and fantastic. In reality, there's like 3 people who are vegan that are actually good at anything athletic, any of those endeavors, and they have to be fucking scientists with their own body to try and get to the level of eliteness in their sport because they refuse to eat something as delicious and nutritious as a steak because fucking cows. Fuck cows, all right? Fuck them. They're not dogs, they're cows. Don't get me wrong, I mean, obviously it's a clean diet. You throw a bit of steak in there, it's even better. It's better than the standard American or Australian diet, no doubt. But it's just not the bee's knees that they claim it to be. And the major issue with The Game Changers, the documentary there, is who benefited from it. Much like the sugar lobby paid for scientists to say that it was fat causing cardiovascular issues and disease in people back in the 60s, and we still live with that today, the vegan lobby, if you will, those I imagine they're very skinny and horrifying and they have little brittle nails. They are the ones paying for this and cherry picking data. Shit they go on about in this doco is hilarious. They talk about how gorillas, right? Gorillas are super jacked and super muscular and big and all they eat is fucking veggies all day. Yeah, they eat 24/7 so they can get enough fucking veggies in to get the calories up so they can be jacked. Not to mention, they're dumb. They're gorillas. They never evolved. What are you talking about? What a terrible fucking... And they talk about the cows and the cows that eat the grass. Why do we have to eat the cows? Why can't we eat the grass? They got fucking 17 stomachs to digest the shit. Not to mention, many scientists believe that it was eventual meat consumption that allowed us to evolve. They then go on about gladiators in ancient Rome only eating veggies. Yeah, they only ate veggies because they were about to die in 3 weeks and no one, because meat was hard to come by, no one wanted to give them their delicious meat because they're about to die. And they were slaves.
Initially, you feel great. This new diet is certainly better than the standard American diet. You don't understand why the whole world isn't vegan, until one day you realize you don't quite feel yourself anymore. You start feeling tired all the time. You're frequently hungry, bloated, you're bruising easily, your hair is thinning, but you never connect the dots that veganism is doing this.
And here lies the issue. Vegans are always outrageously deficient in vitamins. And not just B12. Everyone always cites B12, and yes, that's a big one, and we'll get to that. But also calcium, iron, zinc, DHEA, EHEA, is that one? I don't know. The fish oils, creatine, iodine, and vitamin A. All of these fucking things they are deficient in, and this is why it's not a good diet. Unless you are so fucking focused on eating absolutely everything and taking all the right vitamins, then you're in strife. And the bad news is most people aren't dedicated like you have to be. And I mean, people always joke about vitamin B12. Oh, the vegans have got no vitamin B12. It's bad. It's not good to have no B12, bruh. If you're deficient, it can lead to impaired brain function, weakness, fatigue, neurological disorders like brain atrophy, psychiatric disorders, neurological disorders in babies of breastfeeding mothers, megagoblastic, that sounds like a fucking transformer, anemia, and there's also possible links to Alzheimer's disease and possible links to heart disease. This is one of the big things that people never talk about with veganism, is most vegans, the high majority, or the vast majority rather, they eat shit food. All they're eating is fucking highly processed shit, right? If you eat a clean, like single protein source, or not even single protein source, a couple of protein sources, meat, chicken, whatever, eggs, and veggies, man, that's number one. That's what you should be eating for every single meal. So if you're a vegan, understand this. You're gonna die, bitch! Shannon then goes on to detail a few other reasons as to why she decided to leave this cult and go back to a decent diet. And then she goes on to why she thinks it's a scam. Now, there were some vegan people who were not very happy about this. Mick the vegan, or Mike the vegan, this fucking little twat.
Hey, it's Mike here, and today my response to the pretty recent viral dramatic TikTok video, Veganism is a Scam, by contortionist slash performer slash ex-vegan Shannon Michaela.
He made a video, but he basically just said in the video, "Oh, you're wrong, you're so wrong, oh my god, vegans, yeah!" Another guy responded, who I actually forgot existed. He was on the channel, my channel, the good channel, about 3 years ago. His name is Happy Healthy Vegan.
Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan.
Now, I won't go into too much detail about their videos because, let's be honest, who cares? Who cares? But what I will play is this.
So here we go again, guys. What is this? Maybe the 15th video I've made over my 8 or 9 year YouTube career here, responding to someone who said they started following a vegan diet, and because of following a vegan diet, the vegan diet wrecked their health. They had all sorts of health issues, and undoubtedly it was the fault of following a vegan diet.
Okay. So let me get this straight. He's annoyed that people blame the vegan diet when something goes wrong with people who are on a vegan diet. But the issue is, whenever something's going right for someone or their health improves, you blame the vegan diet. You say, oh my god, this is how great the vegan diet is. It's doing so many miraculous things. You guys can't have your broccoli and eat it too. You can't poo-poo the idea of something never ever going wrong with the vegan diet, and then when something goes good or well or improves, you say, oh, it has to be the vegan diet. That's what happened. That's what No! It's extremely disingenuous, and that's what happens when people have extreme bias. Everything in these people's lives is about pro-vegan agendas. Like, look at the names of these people. Happy Healthy Vegan. Mick the Vegan. Fucking get a personality. So you know my thoughts on vegans, fuck them. But let's have a look at some of the other videos that Shannon Michaela has posted, because there are some weird ones, I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow at Joe Rogan's mushroom head with my feet, while balancing in a handstand on a moving skateboard.
Oh, hey! As a Joe Rogan dick rider, I do not approve this message. Comes down and misses the first one. Piss poor. Misses the second one. Come on, Shannon. Fucking hit that thing. Well done.
I rarely wear foot prisons. For the last 2 years, I've been...
Foot prisons?
We are being lobotomized by chemicals in our water and food supply. Do you really think they put fluoride in our water for oral health? They
Put fluoride in the water so the frogs turn gay.
You need to stop wearing genital prisons. Most underwear is made from
Shannon's losing it a bit here. She's losing it a bit. She's losing it. She's going down a rabbit hole.
Humans are meant to have wide, manly feet.
It's not that I disagree. She goes on to talk about shoes in this video. I've watched it before, but the eyes. Look at the eyes. Shannon has a lot to say, and some I agree with and some I disagree with. And that's the great thing about being alive. You can agree and disagree. It doesn't mean you have to hate someone. It just means you just disagree. I think she's a very intelligent young woman. I also worry she is going down a bit of a path of conspiratorial's fucking lifestyle that often ends badly for people. I think it's great to look at things with an open mind, but if you think everyone's a lizard, maybe the lack of B12 when you were a vegan really hit you hard. Sure, veganism is a scam, but we need to be careful about the echo chambers we find ourselves in, right? If we're in a vegan echo chamber, we're only going to hear positive things. We need to be able to think for ourselves and not trust everything we hear on the internet. Except me. You can always trust me. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. My dick stinks. Toodaloo, au revoir, bye, 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 bye.
But I feel quite sorry for the Muslim population of Australia. They have to deal with the reflection that happens from all the people on the other side of the world, the horrible things that they're doing just because they're a part of the same faith and they look similar. You know, people treat them differently. I think that's bullshit, right? Like, there's poor people. They walk around like they've got the whole weight of the world on their shoulders. I mean, maybe it's just the really heavy backpacks that they wear. And people say that Muslims are angry people, and I couldn't disagree more. They've just got a really short fuse. Actually, when I was in Melbourne recently, I saw an older gentleman berating a young Muslim boy. And he was up there, he was shaking him and saying, you know, fuck off, we're full, go back to where you came from, all that type of stuff. And I felt like going up to him, right, and just saying, mate, if you don't want to see Muslim people, if you don't want to be around Muslim people, then go somewhere where they're not, like your local swimming pool, because there's no bombing allowed.